everybody. This is Snapper Fan here on the NOFSRL channel, and the first event of the weekend here, only event of the day here on Thursday. We're qualifying from Kansas in the Haas IndyCar Series, the start of the second half of the season, and this is going to be a fun race here. It's a mile and a half race, the last mile and a half of the season. And we're qualifying for the Kansas winner day tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time over on F-Fan. I'm still on Saturday. So, great to have you back in the pit, man. You used to race in this series back in the day. I'm not sure if you have won in this series before, but you never raced in IndyCar here in Kansas, so I think if it's going to play out in really fast speeds over 200 miles per hour of an average, how do you win a race in these high speeds here on this tight mile and a half racetrack?
I feel like the best way to, be able to get the victory here, like you said, it's a fast straight track for these IndyCar series. It'll probably be just to make sure you're patient and pull out the move when you have the chance and at the right time to secure your lead and hopefully drive away and pull off the victory.
See how it all goes down in tomorrow's 22-lap event. Of course, this race was originally going to be back in May. However, we wanted to kind of even out the road courses and the ovals this year, so we flipped this race out with Lime Rock, so that's why Kansas is this weekend, and it turns out it's going to fit out pretty well because this weekend NASCAR's at Kansas, so kind of playing into that just a little bit right there. Of course, Chick-fil-A Cup Series, Turkey Hill Series, they're going to be in Boston this weekend, but these guys have their own standalone event here at Kansas for 42 laps, and it should be a good one tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It will still be a day race, though. Keep that in mind. It'll be a short race as well, especially if it goes green. Here we go, fastest driver on the racetrack, Davey Johnson, and Davey's had a tough season so far in that number 20 machine. So many opportunities to have good runs, and he's gotten caught up in accidents, was leading at Road America, and lost control of the car, just spun out in turn number 4. He definitely wants some redemption from that, and a race victory would be huge for Davey Johnson. Of course, last winner was Nicholas Samadeo, number 9 machine. We'll see where he is on the racetrack. And with that race victory, Nicholas Samadeo becomes the winningest driver in this series history with 4 wins, surprisingly. As far as I know, I haven't double-checked it, but I'm pretty sure the most anyone had in the series was 3 wins. Samadeo actually broke that last week at Portland with his 4th career win in the Haas IndyCar Series. And he comes in second in the points behind none other than Chase Harris. And I've had to tell Trey about Chase Harris, the legend of Chase Harris. His 3 wins have been on last lap passes, 3 and 4 races for him. And now you're finally seeing him in person, so we'll have to see what he can do here at Kansas. Do you think he might have a shot at getting his 4th win of the season?
Well, from the stories I've been told, I definitely won't be surprised to see if he's able to pull it off here.
We're going to have to see what the number 79 can do. Obviously, the Chase, or should I say, points leader. We don't have a Chase in the Haas IndyCar Series, but he is Chase himself, so maybe that's why it's doing so good. I don't know. That was a really bad joke. I'm sorry. Davey Johnson, Luke Rainey. We have not seen much of Luke Rainey so far this season. Number 1 machine, the 2017 champion, but got a good run here, and if you start up front here at Kansas, got a good shot at winning the race. It's not an easy place to work your way from the back to the front in an IndyCar, I'll say that much. Most likely the guys you see in the top 10 are going to be the guys you're going to see near the finish in the top 10. Now, obviously, things could change, but going to be interesting to see what Luke Rainey can do in the number 1 machine if he can get this outside pole for this event. Number 5 machine, Dale Lightning. Been a bit of a tough season for Lightning, especially on the road courses. Have had good runs on the road courses, but have wrecked out. Nathan Faden in the 4th position. Great run for Faden. We haven't seen much of Faden this season, but he did win at Pocono last year, which is another high-speed oval. Andrew Miller, now the 39 machine. Tristan Allen going for his 2nd win of the season. He won at Riverside. He just went to the top of the board, and he's the guy who's top 5 in points, I do believe. I did not write down the points before we started qualifying, which is entirely my fault, but Tristan Allen definitely having a great season so far here in the Haas IndyCar Series, and it only took him 5 races to get his first career Haas IndyCar Series race victory. He's well over 200 still in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Hey, Trey, you think he might be able to do it this weekend at Boston?
I think he's got a good chance, yeah.
It'll happen someday. There are rumors. There are rumors, and I'm gonna say this right now. There are rumors that, of course, Allendale Racing in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series is most likely going to shut down at the end of the year. Those charters are going to be redistributed to another team, most likely. But there are talks that Tristan Allen's going to be moving to Velocity Racing, the Chick-fil-A Cup Series next year. And Velocity Racing, they've gotten 5 wins on the year over there in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. So we're going to have to see what Tristan can do on Matt Tuck's team. And speaking of Matt Tuck, we'll have to see where he is in qualifying right now. Number 28 machine is in the 19th position right now here in qualifying. And it's not been a good run on the road courses for Tuck. He wrecked out at Road America. He wrecked out at Portland. Does not want that to happen again. He's 20th right now. I thought he moved up. Apparently he did not. But we'll have to see what he can do in tomorrow's 42-lap event there for Andretti Autosport. It's Tristan Allen, Davey Johnson, Luke Rainey, Buck Hover in the number 93. Tristan Allen's teammate at Hamill Autosport. Of course, Derek Hamill, old-time winningest owner on Napa Fan. And by a long shot as well. Actually, I'm the one who's second on that owner's list. But Hamill's got me beat. Number 48 machine of Andrew Miller, Dale Lightning, Mitchell Collins, Nathan Faden, John Andrews, and Justin Zidell. When we came here back last year, I believe Zidell had a good run, and that was in his championship season. It has not been that championship season so far for Zidell in his own team this year. However, we still have a long ways left to go. None of the races are double points, so that might actually help him if he can get a lot of good runs to possibly move his way through the points here in the Haas IndyCar Series. Only 8 races remaining. We got Kansas tomorrow. Pikes Peak is next weekend, next Saturday around 1:30, I do believe, because we're going to actually do a Chick-fil-A Cup Series in the morning because they're going to be over in the United Kingdom. Then we're going to go ahead and have the Haas IndyCar Series later in the afternoon on Saturday. After that, we head to Mid-Ohio. We're looking forward to the debut of that racetrack on Napa Fam. Then, Super Glen Week, Lake Effect Ice Cream Super Glen Week coming up. All the major series in the NOFSRL are going to be racing at Watkins Glen. All 3 of our series and 2 races for the Haas IndyCar Series with a duel at the Glen. We always have a fun time there. And then it's Canadian Tire to end the road courses. Gateway will be the weekend before Labor Day, and on Labor Day itself, it is the Haas World Championship 100 in the Haas IndyCar Series. The last race of the season overall here on Napa Fam. Chick-fil-A Cup Series will be done that Saturday, so the first race is going to end up, or just the last race that weekend will be the Haas IndyCar Series Championship at the Pocono Raceway. But either way, looks like the times have evened out at this point here at Kansas. Number 39 machine. That car driven by Tristan Allen, fastest so far here in qualifying, with Davey Johnson looking to start on the outside pole. Now Tristan Allen obviously has shown his worth here in the Haas IndyCar Series, but Davey Johnson is an experienced veteran in these Indy cars. They've both been driving for a very long time. Between those two drivers, who do you think is going to have the best advantage in tomorrow's race?
I'm going to have to go with the person up on top at the moment. Tristan Allen looks like he has a very fast car. He looks like he's also tuned in here. I feel like he's going to be one of the tough guys to beat.
We're going to have to see if he can get his second win of the season, because we've already had 2 drivers win multiple races this year. Chase Harris has won 3 times, and Nicolas Samadillo got his second last weekend at Portland. Only 5 different winners so far this season in 8 races, so not much parity in victory lane so far this season in the Haas IndyCar Series, and Tristan Allen would like it to stay that way, with him going to victory lane for his second win of the season tomorrow. 42 laps, there will be a pit stop a little bit past halfway, so a lot can happen in tomorrow's race. Going to be a fun one, and we're looking forward to it here on Napa Fan for the Kansas 100K. It'll be fun to see how it all goes down. I think these times are pretty much cycled through. We got a tie there between Faden and John Andrews. I believe Andrews has the tiebreaker. I don't have the points pulled up because I just forgot it. I'm sorry. I should remember that stuff. We'll get it for the race tomorrow, though. Don't worry about that. Number 14, just outside the top 10, is Jordan Lopez. And Lopez, I tell you, it's just been one thing after another for Lopez this season. Last in points right now there for the AJ Foyt team, and he's one of those guys who has been in the series for an extremely long time and has never gotten the race victory in the Haas IndyCar Series. It's kind of like the Tristan Allen of the Haas IndyCar Series, you know? I kind of feel bad for Tristan Allen because, you know, he's a bit of a meme at this point when it comes to the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, but at least he has success here in the Haas IndyCar Series. Jordan Lopez, unfortunately, cannot say the same. If I'm not mistaken, I think at one point he might have been the teammate to Jordan Lopez at AJ Foyt. Not even 2017 possibly. I'm not entirely sure, but I know you drove one of the Foyt cars back in the day. I just can't remember if Lopez was on the team at that point or not, but tough break for Lopez. That's actually Cole Speed. That whole time I was focusing on the wrong driver. There's Jordan Lopez, number 14. He's got the red nose and the blue body. Cole Speed has the blue nose and the red body. They're right on each other, too. 14, the number 14 and the 4 there, 11th and 12th, currently in qualifying. But it looks like Tristan Allen's going to win the pole here from Kansas. Let's see what he can do from the pole position tomorrow in this 42-lap race. Time should be running out here soon. That'll do it. It will be Tristan Allen starting on the pole position in tomorrow's Kansas 100K. Davey Johnson, Luke Rainey, Buck Over, Andrew Miller, Dale Lightning, Mitchell Collins, Nathan Faden, John Andrews, Justin Zidell. John Andrews will, in fact, start ahead of Nathan Faden in the 8th position as they are tied for that position. I believe those are the only ties. Marty Johnson, who was actually dominating at Portland last weekend, ended up having a tire go down and lost the race to Nicholas Sambadio. Going to be starting deep in the field along with Sambadio. Going to be starting there on 24th. And we didn't really see much of Chase Harrison in that session. 17th quickest. We'll have to see what he can do with that. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, it is the Kansas 100K. Going to be joined alongside Trey Barcher for the call of that one. Should be a good one for 42 laps here at Kansas. Congratulations to Tristan Allen for winning the pole. And I will see you guys later.